Hi everybody, I'm Selena, and I have one question for all my party planners out there. Don't you ever hate when you spend a lot of time and money on centerpieces for a party and after you just don't know what to do with them? Well, today I'm going to show you how to make easy, inexpensive, and trendy centerpieces out of mason jars. It can be used for any occasion and can even be used as home decor. So when planning a party, centerpieces are one of the main components of the party. So last year I planned my niece's birthday party and I spent a lot of time and money on these centerpieces, and it was just a big inconvenience. I couldn't do anything with them, I couldn't reuse them, I couldn't sell them, I just had to throw them away. So fast forward to this year, I planned another party and I decided to use mason jars to make my centerpieces. They are fun, they're easy to make, and they were a big hit. So I ended up using a couple as home decor and the rest I sold on an app called OfferUp. So they're really fun to make and they benefited me. So just a brief overview of what I'm going to show you. I will show you how to paint and dry your mason jar, show you how to cut and arrange your flowers. Then I'm going to show you how to cut and tie your ribbon, and lastly I will show you how to sand down your mason jar to give it that finished vintage look. So first things first, we're going to need to gather all our materials and tools. We want to start by setting up our workspace with paper towels, 2 paper plates, and more paper towels. So we can go ahead and layer the paper towels onto our workspace, and this is to ensure that we don't get any unwanted paint on any areas. Then we're going to go ahead and get our 2 paper plates. We're going to use one for our paint, the other we're going to flip over and we're going to use for our mason jars to dry on a flat surface. And then we're going to have our paper towels right here off to the side in case things get a little messy. Now we can go ahead into our mason jars and what we're going to need. So we're going to need our mason jar, then we're going to need a brush, sandpaper, matte paint, fake flowers, scissors, and ribbon. Okay, so when painting our mason jar, we want to go ahead and flip it over so that way we can paint from the bottom to the top and we can lay it easily onto our flat surface when done. So let's go ahead and get our foam brush and dip it into our paint. And we're going to paint the bottom all the way to the top. So you want to make sure that you go over it a few times because it can leave streaks. Okay, we're almost done here, and it shouldn't take you that long, just a couple minutes. Okay, so and then once we're finished, we're going to go ahead and place it onto the plate to dry. You're going to let it dry for 10 to 15 minutes. Then you're going to come back around, reapply a second coat, and let it dry for another 10 to 15 minutes, and you should get something like this. Once you have this, you can go ahead and start on your flowers. You want to cut them to fit into your mason jar. It doesn't have to be the same exact length. It could be different lengths to give it a more fuller look. You can go ahead and place it into your mason jar, but today I'm going to wait a little bit so that way I can show you the ribbon and how to cut and tie it. So you want to place the ribbon around your jar, and then you want to tie it, and then you want to cut it. I already pre-cut it because it does take a little time, and then you can, after you cut it, you can go ahead and tie it, arrange it however you like. Please make sure to cut it before you, after you take the measure of the jar, because it can be too small, too big, so just make sure you cut it after. So now you have that, and we can go ahead and start the sanding. This last step is completely optional. If you feel like your jar is done, then go ahead, you can skip this step and you're done. But for those of you who want to go ahead and sand it down, you can go ahead and start by sanding down the labeling, which gives it like more of a vintage look. Be sure to apply not too much pressure because it can take like a lot of paint off, and you definitely don't want that. And you want to go ahead and kind of do it to the sides, the edges, just a little bit everywhere. Okay, so you have that. You can go ahead and fix your flowers in there. All right. So we have learned today how to paint and dry your mason jar, cut and arrange your flowers, cut and tie your ribbon, and sound it down. So now that you have this gorgeous and beautiful centerpiece, yes, now it's your turn. So all my party planners out there, have fun and good luck. Thank you.